The Biggest Apple Ever, Part 2. This is the page we were on. Okay, we're on Orchard this afternoon. Everyone got very excited. I'm going to find the winning apple, said Clayton. I'm going to find the winning apple, said Desmond. What? Then Clayton saw what he thought was really cool, really big apple. It was a little too high to reach, but he stretched for it. At that moment, Desmond saw the very same apple on the very same branch. He stretched for it too. They bumped heads and fell down. I think we should bring this apple in together, said Clayton. No one said we couldn't, said Desmond. But when they got back to the bus, James had an apple that was even bigger. The apple was so big, he could hardly carry it. Clayton and Desmond looked at each other. What would they do now? That night at dinner, Clayton explained the problem to his dad. Said Dad, apples don't come in too many sizes. Did you think you'll find a bigger one? I don't know, said Clayton. Then maybe James will win the prize this time. It's okay if he does. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. That just reminds me of somewhere. They're just chill. Over at Desmond's house, Uncle Vernon said exactly the same thing. But Clayton and Desmond were still determined. The next afternoon, they met at Barnaby's at Orchard. They picked 2 huge buckets of apples, but nothing they found was bigger than the apples James had picked. You know, Clayton said, I think Dad was right. This time, James gets to win. But we've got all these apples. Why don't we bake a big apple pie? Right idea. Desmond laughed. Great. Let's bake the biggest apple pie ever. And we'll make it for our class. Clayton nodded. And I think I know where we'll find an apple. What am I doing? A pie pan. That's big enough. The following afternoon, Desmond arrived at Clayton's house with Uncle Vernon. Everything's packed up and ready, Clayton said. It's all in Dad's track. But where are we going? Desmond asked. You'll find out in a moment, said Clayton. Oh, wow, I'm riding my bike through this weird place. did it get dark automatically? Dad drove with Clayton and Desmond beside him in the front seat. Uncle Vernon stayed in back with the apples. That doesn't look like an uncle. That looks like a kid. Well, yeah. Front seats. Uncle Vernon stayed in back with the apples and other ingredients for gains pie. As they came around the corner, Desmond, can y'all tell me what that word is? Dude, okay. Gospel. Tony's Pizza. Of course, said Carson. Why could be better than the Giant Pizza Plant? See you guys on part 3.